Good evening, everyone. This is Nicole Johnson Starr with the PTSD Retreat Radio Talk Show. Tonight, I am just going to be doing a really short show because my other Whacko has not been able to get on tonight. He's recovering from some wonderful activities over in the Philippines. But one of the things I wanted to chat with you about is the upcoming inaugural ceremony, where the president swears in. I have actually volunteered to be a part of this wonderful. At the moment I'm debating on whether or not I'm using that loosely or if I'm being accurate. So at the moment I'm leaning towards more of a looser, wonderful. But experience, it's very historical. This has been going on since 1789. The first inaugural ceremony was on April 30th. I learned this today. And it's been a tradition that started, that's been ongoing since then. And it doesn't have to be public. And what's really cool is that when everyone sees it on the 21st, that'll actually be the fourth time our president has sworn in. Now, I don't care who you voted for. I'm not going to tell you who I voted for either. What is the point is this is for our president. Name is irrelevant. It's for our president. And so that I'm actually looking forward to be involved with, and we're expecting 800,000 people on the National Mall on the 21st, and there's a lot of different activities going on the 19th. They'll be having the children's concert, which is 100% dedicated to our veterans' children that'll actually have been invited to go to that. I wish Yana, my daughter, was here so she could go, but that's going to be going on the 19th. They'll actually be having two concerts. There are two inaugural balls that'll be happening, and just a whole bunch of stuff that's all involved in this. And I did not realize until I got involved with volunteering how many people are a part of making this happen. There are actually volunteers for the volunteers. I mean, thousands of people are volunteering. And just for the training alone today, there was, over 1,000 people at the volunteer training today. And training has been going on for weeks in preparation for this. And, of course, there's the National Guard that's going to be involved, Secret Service, FBI, all the alphabet soups, are involved in making sure people stay safe with this. So I'm really, really grateful to all of them. But things you deserve to know if you plan on coming out there. If you have PTSD, there are obviously going to be a lot of stressors and maybe even some triggers that could occur for you. If you are having difficulty while you're out there, let's go ahead. Let's actually, let's not even get to that point. So there could be triggers and stressors. One, huge crowds. And not only huge crowds, but lots of activity happening 360 degrees around you. And people from everywhere. There are tourists flying in for this. There are families, children yelling, screaming. All these normal crowd activities will be ongoing. And with that, there's also going to be, people in uniform and, all this other stuff. So obviously there's a few things that can be going on. Loud noises, tight, cramped, surroundings, because there's a lot of people pressing in, especially in the sectors. By the way, for those of you who are going out and aren't getting your tickets, the overflow sector is actually going to have a jumbotron, the big gigantic screen and speakers, just like all the other sectors up in front. So for those of you who were there during 2009, in my understanding, that was not the case. This is now the case. They will also have more trash receptacles and better communication. And I heard about the purple tunnel of doom. That will not be occurring this year. There are no purple tickets. But so there's going to be lots of people and lots of activity and people dashing here and there. You'll be seeing things out of the peripherals. This can trigger some of your symptoms. So let's talk about things that you can do if you plan on going to this, like your family is dragging you to it and you, outside of your better judgment, decide to go. Or you're just challenging yourself and seeing if you can do it again. Deep breathing. When you feel that you're starting to feel your heart rate start pounding, you're starting to feel your muscles tensing up, take a moment, take a few deep breaths. In through your nose, 2, 3, having that air go all the way down in your belly. You're going to fill your belly like a balloon. And then you're going to let all that air come back out through your mouth until all the air is gone. Now, you're going to do this slowly. So I'm going to walk you through it. Now, if you're sitting at home and you're listening to this, it is a good idea to practice. By the way, practice makes perfect. And if you're military, you know that practicing, even if you're perfect, keeps you perfect, because there's always something new. So, military believe in redundancy. It works. So let's practice this. You're going to breathe in through your nose, 2, 3, 4, and let all that air out through your mouth until all the air is gone. Again, we're going to go in through our nose, 2, 3, 4, and out through your mouth until all the air is gone. Now I'm going to have you do that 3 times. I'm going to go ahead and keep talking, but I would like you to continue doing that deep breathing all throughout this segment. Okay? Another technique that you can use is an open body position. When you start feeling yourself tense up, your hands start gripping, you start clutching yourself, crossing your arms, you're crossing your legs, you're getting tight, your shoulders are lifting up towards your ears, open your body. Just open your hands, open your arms, open your legs, and drop them down to your side if you're standing up. Keep your feet flat on the ground. Don't have your legs twisted. Have them shoulder width apart. And just drop your arms and just let them hang for a second. And if you want, loosen up the shoulders. So go into open body position. Now, how does this help you? When you go into open body position, you're obviously not holding everything in. When you go in open body position, you're actually telling your muscles, hey, it's okay. I can relax. And let your arms just fall. The interesting thing about that is it's also used in martial arts. Not the open body, but the relaxing of the muscles. It's not, the tensing isn't what gets your body prepared for anything. It's letting yourself begin to think. When you relax, you're not in reaction mode. You're not in fight or flight. Your brain starts functioning again. It moves out of that and it starts to go, okay, what's going on? Am I in danger? Do I really need to do this? Or is this something normal? And it processes better. It starts to analyze what's going on at a better capacity, especially when you're using that deep breathing going through the body, etc. So now let's add another one. We're going to take, while you're standing in open body position, you're going to take those, or if you're sitting, you can sit in open body position. If you're sitting in open body position, your buttocks is flat on your seat, your feet are flat on the ground, nothing is crossed, and your hands are in your lap, palm up. Now you may ask, why do I need to have my hands palm up? Turn your hands over. Where do they land? Normally they land on your knees. And what is the natural shape of your hand around your knee? That's right, you're gripping your knee. And there is some stress in that. So go ahead and flip your hands over. So you're actually putting your hands where they go. And then flip them back over and see how it feels. Do you notice a difference? Okay. Open body means your feet are flat on the ground. Your legs, almost like you're sitting at rest. You're going to sit in your chair. You're going to sit with good posture, hands upward. They're not on your knees. They're not gripping your legs. Have your palms facing the sky with your hands on your lap. Okay? So this is open body sitting. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to now take your shoulders and bring them all the way up to your ears. I mean, bring them up and then just drop them. Did you feel anything? How about in your neck? What about between your shoulder blades? And those delts, your traps? What did you feel? Alright, let's do it again. You're going to lift your shoulders all the way up to your ears and drop them. Feeling a little bit of stress loosening, some muscles just starting to say, hey, what are you doing? Loosening up a little bit. You're giving your body permission to say, hey, it's okay. I don't have to hold this stress. Do this a few times. I say do it 3 times at least, Bring them up to your ears. See, sorry, I've already got my body trained for this. So when I start doing, I start yawning. So bring your shoulder up there and just drop them. And you can do this anywhere. Shake them out if you want to. And just let your arms hang and your shoulders hang. Loosen that neck. Loosen those shoulders. Loosen the muscles behind you. In the middle of your back. Under and behind and over your shoulder blades. And just let those take a moment to stretch out. Let your body know that it's okay to relax. When you're constantly in a state of tense, stress, always alert, you get to practice letting your body relax, giving yourself permission to relax. And believe me, the first few times it may not feel like much is happening. If you ever come with me to a massage therapist, one of the things you usually hear them say is, "My God, your back is tight. You got some tight muscles. You got knots. Rah, rah, rah." Okay, folks, I don't care how strong you are. You deserve to have some muscle relaxation. You could be Mr. Universe with muscles on top of muscles. There still gets to be relaxation, and it's better for your body when you do that because you're getting that blood flow going through there. You don't want to stay constantly tightened up and high cortisol levels and you name it. You want to let your body relax. It works for you, especially if you're a bodybuilder. And I will bring a bodybuilder in to explain about that. But let your body relax. So these are 3 methods that you can do. You can, 1, open body position. You can do this anywhere, standing anywhere, sitting anywhere, even laying down in bed. And if you would like to know about that, we can actually talk about that another night. For open body, for going to sleep and preparing your body to rest. But we're going to focus on the inaugural today. So you got open body position, which you can do anywhere. You have deep breathing exercises. Those deep breathing exercises you can do in the middle of a conversation. If some dingbat, excuse my French, comes up to you and starts being stupid in your face, and I'm going to say that because I think anyone that wants to be rude and get in people's faces have just lost their minds and they've reached the realm of stupidity. So if some dingbat wants to get in your face and be stupid, this is something that can come on because that is actually going to be a stressor. For some individuals, that may actually be a trigger. So if that person's doing their yelling, beep and this and mother beep and, whatever, start doing your deep breathing. Stay in control of yourself by allowing yourself to relax and stay in a thinking mode. You don't need to go into fight or flight yet. Allow yourself to stay relaxed. You may find that you are able to walk away. My martial arts instructors when I was a kid used to tell me, the best fight is one you don't have to do. If you can walk away, do so. Especially as a trained military individual who's returned from combat, you do not need to have any altercations of beating the crap out of somebody in a public location or a private. You don't need to be doing it at all because it ends you up in places where somebody thinks you're his girlfriend. Or if you're a girl, somebody thinks you're her girlfriend. And you just don't need that. So, practice those things, deep breathing, open body, and do the shoulder drops. Okay? So if you would like to practice those things, you can practice them anywhere. Sitting on the john is a perfect spot. If you are on the latrine, the head, whatever you want to call it, the toilet, practice some deep breathing. It will help you with your constipated flow. Believe me, it will relax the muscles and you will release comfortably. Yes, I did go there because it works. And especially, if you haven't been drinking water, drink more water. But, deep breathe, relax, do those muscle, the shoulder drops, and open body. Open body on the toilet works wonders, especially if you use that as an escape from some individual who wants to give you a reaming up one side, down the other, and all the way around. Go in the bathroom, take a break. No one is going to step into the toilet with you. And if they do, it's probably your kid. Tell them to step out. You get to have privacy for the moment. If it's your dogs, you can just do the deep breathing. They'll just watch you through it anyway. So those are some of the things that you can use for if you're coming out to do, no matter what you're doing, but if you're coming out on Monday for the inaugural ceremony, these are things that you can do. If you're doing the metro, I'm going to warn you, they are going to be filled with lots of people. So be prepared for that. For those of you who bought tickets, I do encourage anyone who's coming to buy tickets, because they will tell you what is the best exit, which metro stations to use to get to your sector faster, easier, and without all the jimble jamble of trying to figure out where you're going. There will be people wearing red hats. I will have one of them, and blue lanyards. You'll know who they are, because they'll be like smiling and saying, "Hi, how are you? Welcome. Can I help you?" Da 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 da. Ask any one of them if you're having difficulties. There are also plenty of uniformed individuals that you can go to. There is emergency tents around. Just go to anyone in a red hat. We'll make sure you get some assistance. And it's going to be an awesome experience. That's what I'm going to keep telling myself, because I do not like big crowds. I really don't. I do not do well with them, but I have been working on my own PTSD for a long time now, and this is going to be a big stretch for me, so I'm really looking forward to this. So I've been using EFT, and I've done CBT, but I'm using my EFT with this, and you will see me. You'll know who I am, because for those of you who have done EFT, you'll recognize some of the motions. But I look forward to having you guys all out here in DC for this, and for those of you who are watching it on TV, you'll be much happier, because I'm going to be out there at, oh my gosh, I should be going to bed, not going out. And because we get to be there between 3:30, 4, and 4:30 in the morning for this, and in preparation. And it's going to be amazing. For those of you watching at TV, have some popcorn and hot cocoa for me, and pull a blanket up, because I'm going to be wanting it. So for those of you who are coming, you're going to have an awesome experience, awesome time, and it's going to be really cool to see the many people that are out there. I definitely will be having my camera with me. So hopefully I'll be doing some interviewing when I'm not working and I get my breaks. So anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. I'm going to let you guys go with that. Have a wonderful night. And I encourage you to touch back with me, touch base. We have a group of individuals that will be going down to North Carolina to go do some skydiving with the all-veteran parachute team. That's going to be an incredible experience. I can't wait to go. I get to go down there and hang out and teach a little bit about PTSD. If any of you guys are in Florida, on the 1st, there is this PTSD symposium that's going to be occurring over at Nova Southeastern University. I'll actually be speaking there in the second panel, and the moderator on the topic of PTSD with our military veterans and members and their families. And let's see what else is going on. There is another retreat coming up in California. This is for the men. Sorry, ladies, but I get to support the facilitator on this one. There is a retreat coming up for men over in California, and we are beginning a wait list. So if you'd like to be involved with this, you are responsible for your own transportation to get there, though we may be able to assist you with that. But everything, once you're there, it's all covered. So it'll be in Malibu, California, and I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this. So as you saw with the all-veteran parachute team, that filled up really fast. We even had 2 cancellations, and within an hour that was filled. I mean, completely 100%, and then some done. And so please know that these retreats are out there, and we will do our best to make sure you get one. And if you don't get to be with everybody else, or you're not military, do not worry. We create private retreats. As a matter of fact, you can call me, and I will come out personally. And I will come out and spend some time with you. And we will create a retreat that is strictly for you. We can do it in an environment that will suit you best. I do plan on taking you out of the comfort zone of your home, just so we can actually get you connected with other resources and focus on some healing. But we do private retreats. I am willing to fly out. We do have other individuals that are willing to fly out. We also have psychologists and counselors all over the country, and a large network of veteran-owned and operated nonprofit organizations that are all across this country. And even if you have to go outside the country, it is okay. As far as anyone that's suffering with PTSD, this is not just veterans. Anyone that is suffering with PTSD, it does not matter where you are. we will build a retreat for you in your area and leave you with resources that you can actually follow up with in your area. So, or you can stay in contact with us. I would love it if you stayed in contact with us, because I love hearing things back. It makes my day when I get to hear from people. So, have a good night. You can reach us at support@theptsdretreat.org, or you can go to our website, theptsdretreat.org, or you can find us on Twitter, the PTSD Retreat, or you can go on Skype, the PTSD Retreat. Always remember that, or go to our Facebook page, the PTSD Retreat. So again, thank you guys so much for listening. Have a great night. This is Nicole Johnson Starr and the PTSD Retreat Radio Talk Show. Good night, all.